West, a proud and the home field of the New Mexico Lobos. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on another Mountain West team, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So New Mexico's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
And there's the handoff. Great cut there. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. To the air. It's Anderson. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Short completion there. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that short completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Screen to the wide receiver. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be four-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is. So Nevada's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's McMillan. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the Lobos offense is back out there. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. They're trying to run it with the option. He shreds the tackle. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And they'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Nevada offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? To throw, it's McMillan. Makes a quick grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense picks it up, still moving. Now the 40, the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, New Mexico. All the way back for a scoop and score. This place going crazy.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets them a touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
7, Nevada, 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Excellent work by the coverage team he's brought down after just a short return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Receiver makes the catch. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Coverage team gets him down, and that'll do it for the first period. And it's New Mexico with the lead right now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. Jukes to get past the man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. We're going to go with the wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Second down play coming up. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Anderson. There's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And the Lobos will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. And the Nevada offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Running back grabs it on the screen. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Offense comes out to start this drive. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. That play moves the ball across midfield, and we set it with a first down at the 41. It's an option look. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Anderson. Finds an open target on the left side. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Back in motion now. And it's a direct snap. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Wolfpack offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Important second down play coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. To throw, it's McMillan. Quick throw over the middle. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. Incompletion brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Contact as he threw it. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll run the option. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. That gain makes it 2nd and medium. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Catch made on the out route.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a 4th down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a 1st down.
And the punt bounces out of bounds inside the 10. Great work by the punter. The offense will be pinned back. 1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now it's 2nd down here. Breaks free. Has the 1st down and more. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Quarterback keeps the football. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's McMillan. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. 1st down, they're going to throw the football. Breaks free. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Trapped again in the pocket.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. 1st half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep down the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nevada.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Back to pass. It's Anderson. Defense is coming after him. Would pressure him and sack him, and be tackled inside the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
New Mexico, 10, Nevada, 7.
Chris, big expectations for this Mountain West Championship, and it has not disappointed. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the Mountain West Championship.
Away to start the second half. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Nevada's offense retakes the field now. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Makes a nice move there. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's McMillan. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Caught by the receiver. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets them up first down from the 31. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That's solid run. Good for first down yardage. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And that will give them the lead now. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14, New Mexico, 10.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's a good coverage there. New Mexico's offense retakes the field now. Quarterback still with the football. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Anderson. A deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. He'll be brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick catch.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Breaks free. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
You better be careful with your backup quarterback. You got to protect him better. They've already lost the starting quarterback. They cannot afford another injury.
So on fourth down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
New Mexico, 10.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They're going to run the option. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Looking downfield, it's Anderson. Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Lobos bring their punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. Fair catch made at the 35. Here comes the Nevada offense back on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Looking deep downfield to the left. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Well, Kirkus, Nevada in front right now. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Receiver in motion now. It's a bootleg, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. He breaks free. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
New Mexico, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? Dropping back, it's Anderson. Snags a quick throw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try the option play here. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. And the Lobos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a quarterback keeper. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Wide open downfield. Tackle quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. A direct snap. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Oh, man. The offense has got to be careful. They cannot take any more losses because they've already lost their starting quarterback, and now the backup takes a big hit on a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Lobos offense is back out there. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. The offense with some pre-snap motion. He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Lobos will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So down by multiple possessions here, the offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Anderson. Looking for a late deep shot. And that one's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Here's a quick throw off the play fake.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Chewing clock with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're going to run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's good for 1st down yardage now at the 26. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, it was an entertaining game, Kirk. We enjoyed calling it, but it's got to sting to fall short at the end.
Well, sometimes you're going to suffer losses like this, and you're just going to have to pick up your head and move on. It's the coach's job to try to get this team ready to play the next time they go out.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.